You know, Rachel, you and Claire were talking, and Claire made the point that if these were African-American, then we don't have an example of rioters, but if the people outside the Capitol have been of a different race, I mean, the Capitol was evacuated in a similar way to today when the people that threatened it were foreign terrorists. And if these were terrorists, they would have been blown off the planet. The fact that they have been treated with such kid gloves feels like a slow-moving scandal. It is inexplicable to me that people who are defined as insurrectionists by the president-elect and as doing things that border on sedition are still standing around, that they still feel so comfortable. We had a shot up a couple minutes ago of a man in a Trump hat with a Trump shirt, almost tauntingly walking the line of law enforcement. And I am desperate to understand the minds of law enforcement that planned for today, because at least one Democratic congresswoman knew exactly what was going to happen today. She told her husband where he could find her will if she died today at the office. So if she knew that, what did they know? And what did they do? And why? I mean, to Mike's point, this is our new domestic terror threat. Brainwashed Americans, people who've been fed a pile of BS so deep that they can't find the truth with goggles on. So these people out there may actually believe the lies Donald Trump's telling them. Trump is certainly doing his best to make sure they still believe them. And as you said, he's put out this video where he repeated the lies. You just read the tweet he just said. He's not going to stop. So all those people who believe the lies will continue to represent a threat to the RNC, where a pipe bomb was found, to the DNC, which was also evacuated, and 2 members of Congress. And it's a stunning moment of not just, I mean, I keep thinking of how we described 9/11. It was a failure of imagination. We couldn't imagine that terrorists would fly 4 airplanes into buildings. Well, yesterday, there was a failure of imagination as well. That whoever is in charge of making sure that domestic terrorists don't roam the Senate chamber and strip things out of those sacred places, no one thought that could happen today. And if you watch 10 minutes of conservative media or happen through one of Rudy's rallies, Mike Flynn did a rally last night, a New York Times reporter live tweeted it, any one of us could have predicted this was possible. So it's just a staggering failure, and a staggering moment of insecurity. And Joy, I know you have spent a lot of time covering this moment and